Hi there. Let's talk about URLs in Brightspot and what you get sort of right out of the box with Brightspot as far as permalinks, redirects. We'll even get into vanity URL redirects, all of which are things you can do directly from the CMS admin as an admin user or an editor user who has rights to these tool areas. None of these require IT intervention or a ticket or a request or waiting a few weeks to make these changes happen. So let's start with the simplest URL, which is the URL on your content. So I have a quick article over here that I will publish. And when I copy and paste this headline into the headline field here, I want you to, I'm going to take it away, I want you to pay really close attention to the URLs widget over here on the right. When I paste that in, the permalink for this asset is auto-created for me as the editor. I don't need to worry about going in and typing out every word and then the hyphen between each word. Brightspot does that for you. The other thing I'll draw your attention to is the slug field, which is another friendly way to control your permalinks. So let's say we really like this headline of this story, but we want the URL to be different. If I'm not comfortable working with the permalink over here, I can quickly make changes to the slug here. Let's say I'll talk about the differences, and you'll see the permalink over here has updated as well. The other thing that's built into Brightspot is taxonomy structure. So in this case, if we associate this article with the Brightspot CMS section, you'll see the permalink updates again. Now this story can be found within the path Brightspot CMS, which is the section. In addition, it has the following path for the actual asset itself. So again, that's one of the nice things that the system does automatically for you to keep your content really well organized on your site. Now, let's say this piece of content was to go live, and let's pretend, we would never do this, but let's pretend that we had a typo in the URL. So actually we'll update it in the slug, and we'll misspell and, which I can't do. Here we go. So shoot, this piece of content went live. There's a typo in the URL. What you can do, again, as an admin or an editor of this asset, you can actually change this permalink and create another. So let's take this permalink where it's misspelled, correct it, and then what you can do from there is change your original permalink to a redirect and have this new one be the new permalink. So in this case, I'll change this to permanent redirect. You'll see you also get capabilities to create an alias as well as a temporary redirect. So if you need any of those options, those are built right into the system. So that is configuration of URLs at an asset level or page level on any content type in Brightspot, whether it's an article, a section, a gallery. You're going to see that URL widget, and it has those permalink redirect functionalities built right into it. The other thing I want to cover, again, that is a nice toolkit that you can do yourself as a user, is our vanity redirect system. So I'll show an example of that here on the Perfect Sense site. So a great example of when you would need a vanity URL redirect is if you're doing a migration. You had content on your site, it was good for a while, it's gotten stale, you don't want to have it anymore. A good example of this is the Perfect Sense site, where we used to have dedicated pages for a lot of our blog contributors. We decided to do away with those when we redesigned our site. The vanity redirector is handy because it allows you to publish a whole bunch of URLs all in one place that will redirect automatically to a different destination. So in this case, what we did was we took those 20 or so blog contributor pages, created a vanity redirect here in the Perfect Sense site, and we told them all to go just to the blog main page. What's nice about this, and the reason you want to do this, is Matthew Hepburn may have bookmarked his author or contributor page, or his mom might have done it, or anyone who liked reading Matthew's stuff may have bookmarked that content. We don't want those users to get a 404 when they come back to that page. We want them to get content. So what the redirect will do is send all of these paths to that new destination URL. So basically this is the list of content that we want to redirect, and this destination is where we want it to go. So if we take Matthews as an example, and we go to the Perfect Sense homepage and we type in that URL as though it was bookmarked, you'll see we automatically get redirected to the blog. Let me do that one more time. It's pretty fast. There is our bookmarked or previous deprecated URL. I hit enter, takes me into the blog. This is really great for your Google rankings, right? You want to be pretty hygienic when it comes to your content, especially when you're sunsetting anything. And again, that is something you can do as an editor of Brightspot. You don't need to call IT, call your ops group. You don't need to worry about taking any of those extra steps or waiting on any of those changes to come into place. You can do them right from Brightspot. Thanks for watching.